Not, we do wish you all the best, Stuart, and hope to get well soon. Right, the catchers have caught Mr. Houghton as he comes to a slow halt there. Got the green flag, Claire at the back. Watch the lights we've got from Lottie at the front. The revs rise, the lights go out, and who's going to get the jump here? I have to say James has made a very good start there indeed, ahead of Adam. Travis is going to get beaten up a little bit. Does he hang on to third? I think he might do. Is that Travis in third place there,
It looks like Toby Finnis up there in third position. Yeah, Logan Stone, as you said, been beaten up a little bit. Of course, he led early on in the race earlier on this morning, but it is again the yellow Yamaha R6 that's out in front, but this time around it's James Fern from the number 54, the former champion of Adam Jamieson. Then it is Toby Finnis ahead of Travis Rucker. So Travis Rucker ahead of Rob Saltmer. And it looks though we may have a retirement. Somebody going very slowly on the inside with a hand in the air. One of the RS 660 Aprilias, unfortunately. So Keith, we will have one less rider completing the first lap than what we started with.
Unreliability and RS 660 are not words you normally hear in the same sentence either, are they, Bradley? So that's maybe a slightly unusual retirement as the leaders come across the line. Oh boy, look at that. That is as close as you like as Fern leads Jamieson, Finnis, Saltman. Now Finnis, of course, is in the Super Twin class. Rooker didn't make a great start, lost a couple of places. We saw the youngster build up very nicely in the race last time round. Foreman comes across the line third in class. Jordan Kilworth is in fourth of the Thunderbike Sport Bikes. Then Ben Brown is dropped a little bit as well. He's in fourth place, and we know he's very capable of landing on the podium. After a good qualifying, unfortunately, Morgan May hasn't worked out how to get the bike off the line because he's come across the line in 12th place, having lost 8 places. I think it was the twins machine of Vaughan that we've lost there, unfortunately, because he hasn't made it to the line. So hopefully nothing too tragic, and we'll see him out later on this afternoon as the leaders make their way off the Clark curve down towards us for the second time of asking him his 10 laps today. Here we go in what is a very windy and slightly chilly but very sunny day. Oh, we've got a challenge down the inside of Paddock Hill. That was a bit of a late charge. That would have been Saltmer on Finnis, and I think that's paid dividends. And here comes Jamieson on Fern, and also Saltmer going for it. Oh, Finnis going for it, sorry. It's all knocking lumps out of each other at the top there. All change, I think, as we come down the hill into Graham Hill for just the second time of asking. New leader looking resplendent in his RST leathers and his Scorpion helmet that he picked up in Sports Bike Shop in Harlow just a couple of weeks ago is Adam Jamieson, and he really has got his work cut out with Toby Finnis chasing very hard indeed. And in going purple is Rob Saltmer. So it's all chopping and changing out there. Nobody really losing out too badly here. We've got a top 5 that is trying to escape from the rest of the field. Man in 6th place starting to look just a little bit lonely. I think that's Jordan Kilworth. But Saltmer has indeed taken over the front, running with the fastest lap of the race. 8:51.476. Rob Saltmer, not a man we're used to seeing at the sharp end of this field, is he, Bradley?
No, so it's a name that we've come across a few times, but not a whole load of times. He puts in a 51.476. On the run down now into Graham Hill Bend, and then it's Adam Jamieson running a little bit wide on the exit, trying to capitalise on the drive and make a potential challenge into towards Surtees. Up the inside he goes, and it is Adam Jamieson who, does he take the lead? Yes, stands up Rob Saltmer, and it's Adam Jamieson who retakes that race lead away from the number 64 of Saltmer. I can see that James Fern is holding station in third position for the time being. Toby Finnis on that Daytona 660, just about keeping tabs on him, but Rob goes to the inside as they come across the line for the race lead. Adam Jamieson tries to lay it over the top, but to no avail. It's Rob Saltmer again who retakes that lead away from the runner-up of last season.
I just had a quick look at the results of last year. I can't see Rob Saltman's name in the Thunderbike Sport listing. I do recognise the name from somewhere or something.
Yellow flag up at Clearway. Sorry, Keith.
No, that's all right. Somebody is up and walking away. Going a little bit wide there. The marshals don't usually get too much to do at that particular spot outside the medical centre, which is always good. So they quickly scoop up the bike as the yellow flag waves down there at Surtees. Not a popular place to overtake anyway. What do you see?
Simon Harvey hasn't come across the line at the end of that lap, I'm afraid.
He could be the AWOL man as Rob Saltman goes purple again in sector 1, and he chases after Jamieson once more. But no, he's not chasing after Jamieson. He's trying to escape from Jamieson, of course, isn't he? Here they come then to the line. Let's have a quick look and see what the clock says this time. And it tells that Rob Saltman does indeed lead Adam Jamieson by nearly half a second. Fastest lap of the race to Saltman once again. That's James Fern. Toby Finnis has got Travis Rooker just 4/10 of a second behind him. and Rooker is coming fast, goes a little bit quicker than his rival on that particular lap. Jordan Kilworth goes PB in there, and he's running fourth, not too far off the podium. He'd like to be a little bit closer to his rubbing little mitts on a bronze medal. Leaders down already coming out of Graham Hill. And no change. Oh, there's a bit of a change further back. I think that was Logan Stone being overtaken, but he quickly cuts back.
Nick Smith, that was at the inside. Ran wide and unfortunately had to give that position back to Logan Stone. Race leaders coming around onto Clark Curve yet again, and it's Rob Salt with the number 64 machine who leads the way. 0.498 of a second was the gap last time around. This time around, Rob has an advantage of just 0.281 of a second, but Toby Finnis, Keith, is the man on the charge. He sets the fastest lap of the race with a 51.262. So Toby Finnis in fourth position overall. Keep your eye on him on that number 21 Triumph. Rob Saltmer, Adam Jameson and James Thurn. That is a leading three on the circuit and leading three in the Thunderbike Sport, as Toby Finnis has a sniff of the inside into Graham Hill Bend. Doesn't quite pull off the move, but it certainly looks as though he's got that in his pocket if needed. Jordan Kilworth running up to the rumble strip on the exit of Graham Hill Bend. Ben Brown running onto the rumble strip and over it on the exit of Graham Hill Bend. Oh, we've got a rider down up there at Clearways, unfortunately, and it looks like it could potentially be one from the leading group, but we'll await confirmation very shortly because they're coming around Clark Curve now, and I can see that Adam Jameson is the new race leader. James Fern is in second, and Toby Finnis now is in third place. So it looks as though, Keith, we've lost our race leader from this one. Rob Saltman down there up at Clearways, but yellow flags will be waving, and it looks like Rob was up on his feet. Oh, can't hear you there, Keith, sorry. Yellow flags waving as we go in towards Surtees and up towards Clearways, as you would expect, but an unfortunate way to end the race there for Rob Saltmer. 0.2 of a second was the gap between Adam Jameson and James Fern as they came across the line. I can hear you now, I think.
Yeah, quick McCordia phone change there. I think the batteries have gone flat on me McCordia phone. Yeah, I was just going to say it's a bit like London buses up there, mate. You wait for ages, then two turn up at once, of course. Haven't seen any action at all at Clearways. So
change of the race lead.
Oh, go on.
James Fern goes up the inside of Adam Jameson at Clark Curve, and we are coming into the tail enders now. So James Fern will get there first. Adam Jameson up the inside. Toby Finnis around the outside. Paddock. I can see Luke Foreman doing the doctor's dangle on that F900 BMW just behind Ben Brown, and another F900 in the mix there as well. That's number 3 of Harry Gower. But yellow flag still waving on the approach towards Surtees. Our race leaders are now into Graham Hill Bend. James Fern, next up is Adam Jameson and Toby Finnis right there with them, as there's Travis Rucker, second of the twins at the moment. He's only 1.1 seconds away from Toby Finnis, but just isn't quite close enough to capitalise on any slipstream, so he's in a bit of no man's land at the moment.
Yeah, Toby needs to get that, Travis needs to get that a little bit quicker, just to try and put himself in a position where he can overtake. He was half a second behind earlier, so he's losing out just a little bit, fraction by fraction. But that's the nature of racing. Maybe, in fact, I think it might have been Rob Saltman, so that might have cost him a little bit of a fraction of a second if he zigged when he should have zagged or something like that. That is the nature of the beast. Now, how far into the race are we? We are 9 laps in, so this is the last lap then.
Down from Druids into Graham Hill Bend. All of these guys will know that this is the final lap. James Thurney hasn't won at this circuit for about 4 years, I think it is, and this is his first weekend in this class. So James Thurney's got 1, 2, 3 more corners to go. Yellow flags have now gone in at Clearway, so if Adam Jameson is feeling brave, there could be potential for a challenge, but not this time. He's going to try and go the long way around, carry the momentum. He'll cut to the inside here, does he? James Fern doing everything he can to hold on to the lead here. Goes to the inside. There's no chance for Adam Jameson to take the win away. It's James Fern's first victory in the Thunderbike Sport class here. And what a brilliant ride by 0.2 of a second over Adam Jameson. Toby Finnis first of the twins ahead of Travis Rucker and Jordan Kilworth, of course. That promotes him onto the podium, which I think could be his first podium.
I was thinking the same thing there. I was going to mention that with her well done to Jordan. So that's got medals all around. So no doubt we'll have a very proud dad, the former Stacey Kilworth, of course, a former motorcycle champion himself. Ben Brown finishes on the podium in the twins behind Finnis and Rucker there. And Foreman comes across the line in 7th place overall, 4th of the twins. Logan Stone holds on for 8th place. Will be 4th in class, though 5th in class for Harry Gower, 9th overall. Morgan Crease is just inside the top 10 and top 5 on the top 6 of the Thunder Bike Sport. Morven May just outside the top 10. He's a bit of a slow starter, Morven. He did qualify extremely well previously. His best lap was a 52.3, which puts him only about half a second or so behind the likes of Travis Rooker.